That Model 3 looks like an egg.
It looks like
it looks like my dad's forehead. That's what. So, welcome to the podcast.
Yes, sir.
So we got Trey. He's a good buddy of mine. So you ran track, and we both live in Houston.
Yes, sir.
And so you live on the other side of me,
Yes,
about an hour away. So he drove over here. So how you been these past 2 weeks?
Living.
What you been doing?
Homework, YouTube. That's pretty much it, bro.
That's pretty much it.
Really doing them, watching TikToks, making TikToks. Trying to blow up on TikTok.
You trying to blow up on
Yeah.
TikTok? Yeah, but I got you. So let me pull out the first question because I know I had them written down, but man, I'm gonna forget. So we got So what sports have you played? I know you run track, and we talked about football.
Yeah.
I'll put the little clip. I'm gonna have you send me. I'm gonna have you send me that clip.
Sure.
That way I can put it on screen.
Yeah.
But how was your experience during football?
Honestly, bro, it was I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know how to describe the feeling, bro. Because honestly, like when I would play, the only thing like when we playing a game, the only thing I would look forward to was watching the clock run. So I know I get to go home. I never really like enjoyed it and like watched the game. It was just always me watching the clock other than the game. Now when I go in, it would be like a confusion because I wouldn't know what to do. You know,
Yeah.
like it's hard for me to memorize plays.
That's the same with me. And like I told you, I don't got hands, so it's even worse for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's football, but track. How's it been going in track? Because for people who don't know, he is fast.
Yeah.
He is fast.
Yeah.
And that's not even withholding information. He is fast. So I know you're telling me. So where do you train, or where did you train? Because I know you've been slacking these past couple.
Been on the couch eating chips. Nah, but for real, I just been at school lately, just working with my coach and teammates.
Gotcha.
I'm about to start going to this program at Armed Sports down
Mm-hmm.
the street. Checked it out.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So where did you train back when you were running like heavy?
It's a dude named Fast University. It's like a little track program.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's where I started running before I got hurt.
Gotcha.
And once I got hurt, I kind of chilled off of working with him for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm gonna come back.
You know,
He is a great coach, but you know
that injury messed you up.
yeah, like I don't know if it's his running style that's not for me, or if I wasn't doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
If I was doing it right, you know. Well, I'm gonna say it to you like this, because when that day I had got hurt, we was doing 300s. So before then, like when we was warming up,
Yeah.
he said I was doing everything right, but he also said I was reaching. So we fixed that, and once I fixed that, we was doing like a 300 test. So I ran my PR 33.8 in the 300, right? Then everything was fine until I got home, and then my knee started aching. So after that, I thought it was like tendonitis or something like that, and then it ended up leading to something worse than that. I still don't know what it is. I just treated it until it was better, and here I am today.
Just hoping it doesn't come back, huh?
Yeah, I mean I'm fine now. You know.
Have you been running on it heavy or?
Yeah. I'm back to normal now.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. That's good. But yeah, so on track, I know. So for me, when Corona happened and stuff, it canceled. I didn't even get to start track.
Really?
Was that the same for you? Did y'all get to start track?
We got like 3 meets in.
Oh, dang. So y'all started earlier than us.
Yeah, we started like February, late February. And that's when we started.
Gotcha. And how were those first couple meets?
I did decent.
You did decent?
Yeah, at the beginning of the season, it's like you picking up from what you did last year.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not gonna do your absolute best like as you normally would until like mid-season. So it's like everybody's getting started, and then Corona happened. So it's like nobody really got to just PR. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's how that went. A few meets, I mean, I didn't even win. That's the crazy part. I didn't even win any of my races.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Was it because you were slacking or other people were just blazing?
Well, this is the thing about me. Some people PR in the beginning of the season and their season declines.
Yes, yeah.
Me, I start at a certain spot and build up.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So you were just at that gateway.
Yeah. So I was just getting started going up.
Gotcha.
So my first meet I ran like a 10-9, 10-8.
Which is clean.
Yeah. Then the last meet I think I ran was a 10-5 flat. And that was the last meet.
How did you feel when Corona did start like popping? Cause hey, it was over there in Asia for a minute, and we were like, man, it's not gonna touch us. It's not gonna do it. It got over here, and it's still shut down.
Yeah. So this is the reason why I think Corona was a blessing too. At the same time, because think about it, I got hurt like 2 weeks before Corona.
Yeah.
I got bad. Yeah, no, after it got bad. So, when they canceled the season, that's when my knee had started getting like bad.
Yeah.
And I couldn't run. So if Corona had never happened, everybody would have passed me up and would have had a season, and I would have been on the sideline hurt.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I'm like, Corona was a good thing. At the same time, it was a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And I mean, for me, like I told you, Corona, of course it is a bad thing. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like a huge disease, but like I told you, man, for some reason, like I'm telling you, I was filming cars before Corona, like cars heavy, dude, like weekly. I mean, it was Lambos, and more Lambos and stuff. And then once Corona started, for some reason, like all car companies, they I guess they probably, to be honest, they probably lowered their like marketing budgets. Mm-hmm. So they didn't really need photographers anymore. Or some of them got stingy and like would lower their prices that they would pay me, but still expect like the same amount of work. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I was like, nah, I can't do that. And then all of a sudden, commercials just picked up. So I had commercials. And like you said, like Corona was a little bit of a blessing for you, man, because I was getting paid anywhere from $100 to $250 a video for cars. Yeah. Right. Commercials are completely different. I'm charging $500 to $1,000. So it's like it's a little bit of a blessing, you know what I mean? So and those picked up. So I was like, yes. I was just like, heck yeah. But so going into one of your meets, how was it running with the fastest kid in America? I know countless people have asked you this. I got to. How was that?
See, when you had to qualify for regionals, I didn't even think I made it because in regional I got like third, like for prelims. Mm-hmm. I didn't think I made it, but I ended up making it somehow. And into the finals I go with Matthew Boling. So at that point I was like, beforehand I was like, okay, I have a chance to go to state. And then Fast U, it's a dude I train with, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the dudes that he trained had happened to be in a race with me. His name is Lance Broom. So I already knew. I was like, yeah, my chances to go on the stage just went out the drain. Because Lance is the type of person to where he's in last and somehow he ends up in second or first. That's just how he is. Yeah. So and then Matthew Boling, of course, it's the same thing.
How was it? So you talked about Lance. All the competition on that row, were there, because I know you're never supposed to like walk into a race fearing people, but there was was there any people you were like, ooh, that's gonna be a close one?
I was nervous the whole whole time because I was just nervous the whole time. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But there was a certain point of a time to it's like, okay, well, get yourself together. You gotta do your thing and race anyway. So
Yeah.
when we got to the line, I was like, okay, took a few deep breaths and was like, okay, let's do this thing. So honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, if it wasn't for me and the dude from North Shore, I don't think we would have ran that fast because me and him was the first two off the line.
Yeah.
And then as I was in my drive phase, I slowly started to come up and you just seen them gradually just running away. And I was like, dang, okay, now they're fast. Cause I used to thought I was fast.
Yeah.
And then you just see them and they just like destroy your confidence.
Yeah, well, cause what did Matthew Boling run?
998.
Oh man, that's nuts, dude. And the craziest part was he's a high schooler.
Yeah.
That's what makes it crazier.
Imagine never losing a race in your life. Then you race the fastest dudes in Texas and get smoked. And be put on ESPN and all the sports. All of it. Just broadcast all over the internet. And just get exposed.
Man, did you wake up or like go to bed seeing that clip just...
Oh yeah, it was playing for a good month.
It's still playing. It's still playing.
Yeah. But it was heavy, like everywhere. Like everywhere you would see is like Matthew Boling everywhere. You know.
Was anyone looking for Trey? No.
And that's the crazy part. I was the youngest out of the whole race. I was the only sophomore in the race. Everybody else was
juniors or seniors.
Yeah. So I was the youngest in the race. So I already knew.
The little boy legs.
Yeah, I already knew I was gonna lose, but no, I've never gotten fifth. But when you race the fastest people in the state, you know, sometimes you just gotta put your pride to the side and just accept that you got fifth.
Yeah.
You know, it was the fastest race in history. If you got fifth, you got fifth. I mean, I was even lucky just to be in the race.
Yeah. How was it? I know we talked about like how that thing was broadcasted everywhere. Yeah. How was it like going to school where people like, yo, where you're like, or did you have like your friends texting you like, yo, check like?
Yeah, I would go to lunch and then people from baseball, basketball, you know, people that's in sports.
Yeah.
And so they just come up to me like, hey, is this you? You know, of course I say yeah, but at the same time, it took me a while to be like, yeah. Because, you know, the position I was in, it would just be like, dang, bro, you slow.
I'm not going to lie, you got lost in the video a little bit.
Exactly, that's what I'm like, dang, you know.
Because towards the middle of the race, I mean, well, because the way you were close to, what lane were you in, 2 or 3?
I think I was in 7. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You were far away, so when you got a little lost in it. Yeah. So I remember my dad showing that video, but dude, you were moving still. Yeah. And the sucky thing is, like, other people from sports, they look at a clip like that and they don't realize like how hard like that truly is. Yeah. And so they just think, oh, you're slow, but like y'all were moving, bro.
Last place had 10-6.
Like, bro, you take that to any other high school, that's first place, like by a car length. Yeah. Like that dude, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Yep. You got any other track stories?
Texas relays. It was the day before the meet, and you know you gotta have your fun before the meet.
Yeah.
So it was this hotel that was like in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
We was playing ding dong ditch. You know, knock on people's doors.
Yeah.
So knowing me, when you run, I forgot it was in a circle. So I'm telling you, we was just taking out full speed, like we was just in the track meet. And then so we would knock on the door. We would be halfway around the circle, and the time the person would open the door, we would be halfway. You know what I'm saying? We'd be
On the other half, yeah.
No, we'd be at the door.
Oh.
So it just happened to be like a track coach door. So and then it just happened to be that the girls on our track team was like on the other side of
The circle.
No, they live right next door to the coach, so we just went in their room until everything settled down. We almost got in trouble. We was doing that all night.
So I know we talked about ways you've been making money, and we both have that. I could tell we both have that desire to make money and do something we like. Yeah. So I know you were telling me about the t-shirt stuff, but I guess you could say it again. How has it been going for you?
Yeah. So when it's summertime, it's like you gotta look good. So I had ended up buying clothes for myself, but I originally was gonna buy the thing that I need to make the shirts.
Yeah.
But my mom was like, "No, go ahead, get your clothes, and I'll buy the printer thing that you need for your shirts." And I was like, "No, I'm gonna go ahead and get the printer." And she was like, "Just go ahead and get. I'll get it on my next check." And it just ended up
being a loss.
Yeah, just pushed under the bench. Like, okay, well, she didn't get it from me like she said it was. Maybe I remind her again. Hey, can you get my printer? Oh, I'm gonna get it. Just keep reminding me, and it just kept getting pushed under the bench again. And so it was like, okay, well, the thing that I did buy, like the press machine, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it, because it's like it's just a waste of space.
Yeah, it's just sitting there. Yeah, how is it big? Is it one of those?
Yeah, it's like a big old it's huge. So I'm like, I just spent all this money on this heat machine, and I can't use it. So I was like, okay, well, let me just sell it.
Yeah.
So I can start my podcast like you.
Gotcha. Hey, and I better be featured on.
Of course.
Yeah. But one of the other things I wanted to ask you, so a lot of kids like dream of getting a scholarship or dream of going to NFL. How has it been like for you? Because have you always wanted to like go to college on a scholarship, or did you just kind of realize, oh crap, I'm kind of fast, like I could really get a scholarship? And if so, like how has that been for you? Is it been like super cool, like contacting like head coaches and stuff like that? Or how do you think the process has been?
Well, since COVID-19, a lot of coaches, it's something called like a dead period, so like coaches can't really talk to you right now. So I haven't really been talking to coaches. You would have to reach out to them.
Yeah.
But normally, because of the coronavirus, nobody had got recruited because of the coronavirus, really. Because you're supposed to get recruited your junior year, like coach is supposed to come and talk to you.
Yeah.
And me being, the top 15 in the state, you would expect to be recruited.
Yeah.
But because of the coronavirus, that's the downfall about it. No, they didn't. So it's like I got to do my own recruiting. So I would go and email coaches and hopefully get a response back and see how it goes. But they're in the dead period right now, so it's like they can't really talk to you.
Yeah.
Until like a certain period of time, and some of them don't even like to talk to you until like track season.
Oh, dang.
So it's like, okay.
Because they want to see what numbers you can put constantly back up.
Yeah. So it's like I haven't really been just recruited. So it's just like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And there was a point in time where I was like, maybe college isn't for me.
Yeah.
And find something else.
Mm-hmm.
Because, the type of thing that I'm interested in is like, why waste 4 years doing something where you could have done that 4 years ago? You know what I'm saying?
I completely agree. Hey, I'm on that same thing right now. Yeah. Like, the thing about college is my parents always told me, at least go to it to have something to fall back on. Mm-hmm. But there are days where I really think like, man, I could like spend all that time that I do on school, put it into this.
Yeah.
and imagine where it would be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But then there was also days where I'm like, what if this breaks? What if the camera breaks and I'm out for 5 months trying to fix it? And that's I don't have a job or anything like that. It's like it's that decision that like keeps going back and forth. But I mean, what do you, if you went to college, what do you want to pursue in college? Like what major?
Film or communication, media marketing, something like in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really it.
Gotcha.
At first it was a business. It was like business management, but then I changed it. Because people going to college and they want to start these businesses, but how you gonna start a business with no money? You know where I'm coming from? And then they end up getting business loans, and I'm like, I don't want to have no business loan, and end up
paying that thing off.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, well, maybe this isn't a smart thing. It's good to know about business, don't get me wrong.
Yeah. But I always think you could probably always learn about it by yourself, though.
Yeah, people say, and you know what I'm saying, people can count me wrong too, but you know what I'm saying, that's the best part about social media. You can network, and when you network, you never know who you can really just run into that knows something.
Yeah.
So you can run into that one person that has a phenomenal business going. You know what I'm saying, and he can teach you the ins and outs, what you should and should not do. And then there you go. You
didn't need school for that.
Exactly,
yeah.
And then the thing that they do teach you is like you're going off a professor that doesn't have a business.
You're going off a person paid by a business.
I'm like, bro, what is he doing?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
So
I get what you're saying.
I put that to the side, and I want to pursue YouTube, and you know what I'm saying, wherever it leads to. YouTube might lead to being an actor or wherever else it leads to.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm going to school to major in film, and hey, if YouTube takes off while I'm in college, I'm gone, bro.
Gone. Yeah. Hey, hit one of those Danny Duncans. You already know, bro.
That's my dude.
Dude, and that's the same with me. Like, the way I think about it is I started like YouTube. Started about a year and a half ago, but it's never been like the full passion, but it's also never been like, okay, I don't want to do that. I kind of, the way I see it is I'm going to put all the content I possibly can on there, and if it blows, it blows. If it doesn't, keep it moving. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like, I mean, I think that's super cool for you. And the cool thing is, whether you want to admit it or not, you kind of have a name from all the stuff you've done in track. So I would use that to your advantage. You know what I mean? Yeah. Be like, put like clickbait people into clicking on it. Like that would be live.
See, but this is the thing. See, with track, you get involved with a lot of track people. It just all depends. Like for example, football people hang with football people, track people hang with track people. See, when you do a lot of track things and you try to separate yourself from doing something,
people go,
it's like a loophole.
Yeah.
Once you're doing something and you're good at it, people are gonna want you to stay in it when you don't really want to. I love track, don't get me wrong, but when you want to pursue something else, it's like a loophole you can't really get out of it.
Like let's put it like this. Destroying?
Yeah.
Imagine if he posted a cooking video tomorrow.
Exactly, yeah.
I get exactly what you're saying. And like people would be like, yo, what is you doing? So what is you doing?
I want to make YouTube videos about track, but it's like I don't want to make videos consecutively of track.
Yeah.
And then me do something like a vlog or something and be like, bro, what is you doing? And they don't want to watch it. It's like, that's why I don't really want to make YouTube videos about track and then one day make a vlog or something.
Dude, it's low key the same thing with me. My parents told me this. They noticed, like, if you go to the bottom of my YouTube channel and just start going up, it's cars. It's just cars. And then they told me, if this ever gets big, imagine if you tried to post like a podcast and it's not about cars, but you have car followers. They're gonna go like, what is you doing?
Yeah.
So that's why like lately, I had one person ask me the other day. He was like, "Yo, where did the car videos go?" And I was like, before it gets too much like a loophole, let me try to branch out before I get categorized in that car type stuff. So that's what I've been doing. That's why I started the podcast. I was like, man, we gotta change up the vibe. You know what I mean? And luckily, this podcast it's been going good.
Yeah. See, when you have, this is the thing I like about YouTube. It can go left or it can go right. When you have people that you're surrounded by that want to do YouTube, everything goes the exact way you want it to.
Yeah.
But when you don't have people that's just doing it,
you get lost.
It's like, oh, I'm doing, it's like, okay, well, they don't really want to do it, but they're doing it for me. Then that's, like you said, that's when you get lost. It's like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. Then that's when you start getting second thoughts. It's like, okay, do I really want to do this? It's, it starts putting a thing in your mind, like, doubting yourself. So,
yeah.
My thing is, if YouTube is something you want to do, find people like me that want to pursue it. Because once you find people like that, it's like, okay, now it expands your mind. And then you also want to make content every day.
Yeah.
You know? But when you have people like football that don't really find interest in YouTube, and say, for instance, somebody like me, and then you try to put them in a video, and
it doesn't mesh.
Yeah.
It doesn't mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I guess if we're gonna go on this YouTube stuff, I have a question for you. So, we're part of this Gen Z generation, right?
Yeah.
So we grew up with. Technically, we grew up with YouTube. We grew up with social media. We grew up with phones.
Yeah.
I haven't ever I've never really said, man, this YouTube, this is what I'm gonna do. So I've never had that talk with my parents. But I remember I told you earlier, my dad said if I'm ever, I can't find the way to, if I'm ever struggling and I work at just some random spot and have no desire, he would slap me upside the head and be like, boy, what is you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you think the older generation reacts to when people say, I want to be a YouTuber? Do you think they're like, yo, what is this kid doing? Because you know the hard thing is, starting my YouTube channel, I noticed you can't even get paid until you got 1,000 subscribers, a certain amount of watch minutes, something like that. So it's for a hot minute, you're kind of just throwing stuff in the pot and seeing if it cooks. You know what I mean? Yeah. What do you think your parents would say and stuff like that? Do you think they're kind of just overreacting or?
See, at first they were like any other parent that would see their kid making a YouTube video. They'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
It looks foreign to them.
Yeah.
And I expect that. It's a different generation. Of course, you're not gonna understand it.
Yeah.
But I get to a point to where I don't care what you think.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I put it to them like this: I'm not doing anything wrong, so I'm gonna do what I like to do.
Yeah.
So that's basically really it.
I got you. Yeah. Yeah. I think that those two generations is different because I still remember when TikTok first started popping.
Yeah.
My mom would get the stories and then she would. I feel like the thing with my parents, the reason why I don't have social media and stuff, my mom just came in and took a boomerang. I don't even have Instagram. It's on my mom's phone. They see all the bad in it.
Yeah.
They don't see the Charlie D'Amelio's come up. They do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And they blow up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they just see like all like the weird stuff people post, and then they categorize it like, oh, you don't need this. I grew up just fine without it. Like that, bro. That's my parents' biggest excuse, bro. Is we grew up without telephones. You don't need one.
Yeah, I feel. See, the thing about technology is, and social media, it all depends on what you
used for.
Yeah, what you use it for.
And I had that same exact conversation in one of my other podcasts, and we asked each other. We were like, if you had a kid, and he asked for social media, what would you say? I said this. I would let him as long as he's using it in the correct way. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, like on YouTube, I have no issues with him like watching stuff that entertains him, because I do the same. Like Danny Duncan entertains me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So and my parents were like, "Why are you watching that? That's dumb. Like, you could take that 20-minute vlog and go do 20 minutes something else." But I'm like, man.
It's like you watching SpongeBob.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just a real life person. Yeah. And I just said like I would let him as long as he's doing it correctly. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or do you feel the same about that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. As long as he or she knows right from wrong, I don't mind it. You know. Yeah. Just know.
Right from wrong. Don't be accepting the message request on Instagram.
No.
Yeah.
This is how I feel like.
But what other? So I guess that's pretty much the main part of the podcast. But man, I didn't even realize. I'm not even kidding you. The last time you came over was like a year ago, right? No. Actually, no. We met. Yeah, it was like a year or 2 years ago. I had no clue you loved cars. Yeah. That's the weirdest thing. Yeah. My parents never told me that. So like today, that's why we were just bouncing cars off before the podcast. Yeah. What has been? I know we talked about everything, but like, what has been a car that's like you saw pop in and you were like, I know we said we don't like the C8. Yeah. I completely agree with you. Well, what's been another car that you're like you like, and then what's been another car that you're just like, bruh?
Okay, the Tesla. You know, let me tell you why. See, when you have long car drives like coming here,
yes,
you know you can put it in autopilot and you can just sit in the back seat and just take a nap and boom, you're here. That's one of the reasons why I want a Tesla. You know, you can
that autopilot.
Yeah. Then 2, you know, you're saving the economy, you know.
I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm. You know, you're not spending $100, $50 on gas, you know.
It's just the electrical bill.
It's electric, you know. And
the thing looks good.
Yeah.
The Model X. That Model 3 looks like an egg.
It looks like
it looks like my dad's forehead. That's what the Model 3 looks like.
I give you that. I mean, but hey, the Model X, you can't lie. Look.
The Roadster?
Oh yeah, that's gonna look cold.
Hey, 1.9 seconds 0 to 60, bro. That's gonna be a rocket ship, bro.
You can't go wrong with that. Come on now.
That's clean.
You can't go wrong.
Okay, I don't like the front, but I like the overall design.
Yeah.
I wish they made their cars look like the Roadster. Like all their cars look like something aggressive, because I feel like it looks too tame. Yeah. In a weird way, it looks good, but I wish it had like those Performante lines. Yeah. You know what I mean?
See, and I think over time it will, because I ain't gonna lie, you know, when you put a girl in a Model X Tesla, it makes it look like a mommy car. But when you put somebody in a Tesla like me or like you, then it's not a mommy car no more.
Yeah.
It's a I ain't gonna even call it.
It's a bad whip.
Yeah. So that's what Tesla still has some growing to do.
Obviously. It does.
And as you can see, they just now getting started. You know?
Yo, they're literally the biggest car brand now. You know that? And General Motors has been, don't quote me, it's been around for like almost 50 to 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
They're worth like 180 or like 280 billion dollars.
Yeah.
Tesla in 2 years is worth 400 billion. Like that's
crazy.
That's crazy, and they're all over the world now. Yeah. And the thing that I don't know if you noticed, the thing that makes their cars pretty cold is they're all the same. So like, there's no difference between the 2010 or let's say Tesla was made in 2010. There's no difference from the 2010 to the 2020, but you're like, oh, that's weird and that's a bad thing. That's actually a good thing because every update that they send out, it goes to all the cars.
Yeah.
So it's like, and in the next 2, I want to say it's 2 months, it's gonna be full autopilot.
It already is.
No. The beta version is out right now. You know what a beta means?
Yeah.
It's like, it's iffy and it'll work sometimes, but in 2 months it's gonna be solid. So like you could because right now if you take your hands off the wheels, it beeps at you. It's like, yo, you need to put your hands back on. But eventually it's gonna be like, yo, I got you. You know what I mean?
You need to watch Tanner Fox. It's already like that. Tanner was on the right side in the passenger side, and the car was driving for him.
It's because he got the beta version.
User?
Yeah, it's because his name they sent it out to him. Mm-hmm. But like only certain people have got it. Not everyone has. Because I just rode in one Thursday, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't have that type of money." And you also have to pay for it. It's like $9,000 to like unlock it. But you unlock it on the screen. It's crazy. You just like you go to purchases and then you click the upgrade and you plug it into the charger. As long as you have Wi-Fi, it downloads it, and then you're good.
And that's another reason why I like Tesla. Like, it's interesting. Like,
it is.
What other car do you know gets an update?
Yeah, that and like that updates the whole car.
Exactly. Like, I was thinking the other day, like, you're literally plugging a thing in your car, and it charges and it's able to go somewhere. Like, bro, it's just shocking to me that you can put electricity in a car and it's able to last miles and miles.
And the cool thing is now, like, when electric cars first came out, people were like, oh, that's gonna suck because it's not gonna have as much range. Because like gas cars, like on a full tank, you can go like 200 miles, 300 miles, 400. Like on diesel cars, you can go like 500-600 miles. Yeah. And that's clutch. Yeah. But when electric cars first came out, you can only go like 13 miles, like 27. Like the i8, you can only go 27 miles before you have to get back onto the gas. Yeah. And on like the McLaren P1s, I think it's only 14 miles. You have 14 miles of dead silent before you have to get back on that stuff. So people are like, man, that's retarded. But Teslas nowadays can go 200-300 miles. The only thing is those charging times.
See, and that's the good part about it. You got Netflix in the car.
That's
video
true.
games on the screen. I don't know.
Bro, imagine if you have to go somewhere, you finna die. Like, imagine if you go somewhere and you're like on E.
See, but you should know that. Like, if you know your car is about to die, why would you even go anywhere? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like without gas. Like, bro, if you know you can't put gas in the trunk like a little sport, like why would you go down the street and you know you don't have no electricity? You know?
I mean, yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. But I mean, I like Teslas. But I don't know. Something about this, like, that's nuts. And the cool thing is, I took that picture too. I took both of those. I took that.
It's crazy. I like Lambo trucks, but they're not.
Have you seen the inside, bro?
See, I wish I could, but okay. I feel like the Lamborghini trucks are a little overrated.
No, okay. Lamborghini trucks are not my favorite. You know the weird thing is, I like the Bentley Bentegas. I don't know. It's just me, because My dad, he like when he drops me off at work, he's like, that thing is ugly, and like I'm just like, okay, the inside is ugly.
Yeah.
Cause it looks like, to be honest, it doesn't even look like a Bentley. I mean, it feels like a Bentley, but like it looks like a normal car on the inside. Like it looks like no better than a Hellcat. You know what I mean? But the outside, I think the outside is cold. I think the outside is pretty clean. That's that and the Cullinan.
Yeah.
The Cullinan all black with like orange, red, or turquoise interior.
See, the thing about
Clean.
I better have. I'm not buying a Cullinan unless I got $10 million in the bank.
No,
That-
I'm buying a Cullinan Phantom and a Wraith before I got to. Hey, I'm financing that.
Bro, what is it? 400,000?
Oh, they start at like 350,
That's what I'm saying.
and options go up to 500. Like if you want the stars in the roof, you know how much stars are?
like what, 10?
$27,000.
Bro.
And a sunroof. Guess what? You're thinking, okay, man, I don't got money for that. I'm just gonna get the sunroof. $47,000. So it's either you pay the 27 or you pay the 47. What is your option?
Maybe 20 million. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, but have you seen the Phantoms?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the. You know you've made it once you got a once you got a Phantom, bro.
And somebody to drive it.
Yeah, like
yeah.
that is nuts.
Yeah.
Cause I got to ride in one. Man, I got to ride in the back too. It was I didn't like the spec though.
Mm-hmm.
It was white with chrome wheels, like aftermarket chrome wheels. I was just kind of like, okay, but the inside, it was cream with black. So I was just like, what is you doing? Because it's white, black, cream, and chrome. I don't know. It was nice. It was just what it didn't. But it was nice.
Yeah.
Like when you press the button to close the door, you pull the thing down, the TV folds down. It's nuts.
See, when I buy like a luxury car, I get excited over the smallest things. Like if I was to get a Cullinan today, I would probably just be excited about the umbrella on the side of the car. Really.
You walking into the grocery store on a sunny day, bro. Like,
Yeah, I'm for real. I'll walk around with an umbrella that got a double R. Come on now. Come on now.
hey, and every time it rains, do you know what it does?
What?
You know, you're thinking like, okay, the umbrella's gonna be wet, right?
Yeah.
So when you put it in the door, like, where's all that water gonna go? It sucks and heats the water out for you.
In the umbrella?
In the umbrella.
How much is the umbrella?
The umbrella comes standard with the car,
I know, I was just saying.
but you're gonna pay
Yeah.
$350,000. It better come standard, man. For $350,000, that's the price of a home in like the Heights, like a beat down home. A Cullinan though, Cullinans are nasty.
Yeah.
Have you seen Odell Beckham Jr.'s Cullinan? What?
I seen who was it?
Yo, hold
It
on.
was somebody who Cullinan was that? It was black and orange.
That's OJ's, and he has the football. Okay, so you know the Spirit of Ecstasy, the little angel on the front.
Yeah.
Do you know what he turned that into? A statue of him catching. So every time he unlocks the car, a statue of him catching comes out. I'm not even tripping, bro. And did you see what Drake did to his? He put an owl instead of the thing.
That's cool.
That's called no, okay, and it's not even an owl. It's a gold owl, and he put like $20,000 diamonds as the eyes.
Okay.
Like that's some. That's
Now I
big.
ain't gonna lie. When it's time to get rid of your Cullinan and now you have yourself on the little the thing where it's just you on there. Now imagine you.
That's a collectible, bro.
You
No. And if any other person did that, it would ruin it. But when you're Drake, people would pay more just to have that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Drake, I'm talking about the other dude.
Oh, OBJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Especially because now he's in the Browns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not even.
You really just depreciated your car by a ton.
And it's a wild spec too. Like it's something like you gotta have the balls to drive that thing around.
Yeah.
That's why any luxury car I want 5% tint all the way around. Like that. Ooh, that's cold.
See, but it's hard to find. Like I know for a fact in Los Angeles you can't have that, or you get pulled over for it.
Hey, here in Texas you can't have 5. Oh no, you can have 5% on the sides. You can't have it on the windshield though.
Yeah.
That's an annoying part. Yeah, look. I'm gonna pull up OB. Here's that's Drake's.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
And he got it matching like the cream too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and his is not just a regular Phantom either. His has a Mansory body kit. And you know how much that body kit costs?
How much?
Like $200,000 to $300,000 for that body kit. Without paint, without nothing. Just the body kit. That's
I think I would just be okay with a Wraith. I ain't gonna lie.
trying to go DDG on him.
Yeah. I would, if I was to spend 200 or 300, it would go on an Aventador SV or SVJ.
SVJ.
Yeah.
SVJ, man.
I can't. If I'm, huh?
Do you like Aventadors like that?
If it's not the SVJ, I don't.
You don't want it? Do you know how hard those things are to drive though? They're uncomfortable, bro. Go home and look into them. Like really, like listen to what people have to say about them. Because I've ridden in 2 of them, and it's like the seats. Oh, it's live as heck, bro. Because if you want to feel like a race car driver, that's the car. Because you feel like a race car driver in that thing. Yeah, but everything in there is like there's no padding. The doors, like, from the ceiling to the floor, it's carbon fiber, which is live as heck. Like, that's live, but, like, when you sitting there for, like, a good 2-3 hours, yeah, it can get a, like, here, I'll show you a video. I got a video of me revving one. Not even kidding. It was back a year ago. I got to rev it up. That thing was nuts, bro. Nuts. Watch. The SBs look pretty clean though. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, right here. Oh yeah, I got videos of me in i8s, McLarens. Where is it? Is this it? Lamborghini SVJ. It was purple. Lamborghini SVJ.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. The seat really uncomfortable.
This thing is crazy. Gotta turn it on. Foot on the brake. Heck yeah. And I put it in Corsa. You know that speed mode?
Yeah.
Corsa mode. And let's rev it. And that's with the windows closed, bro. Whole car. And it crackles.
Yeah.
I was getting on it too.
Heck yeah.
This is
Oh yeah, and it spits flame stock.
Crazy.
That car is wild, bro.
Pull on the tab.
Oh yeah, I thought that's how you open the door, but no, you press that little button.
Look at that.
The tab is just there. That's nuts.
What year was it?
2020.
2020. 2020?
This is a picture of my friend revving it. That's from the outside.
Lamborghini.
The same car. Same day.
Oh yeah, that's 2020.
Bronze wheels, purple paint.
Fighter jet.
See, that's the only thing I don't like about that.
Straight fighter
They
jet.
changed the exhaust.
They put it to the middle. The thing was
It's not the big wide exhaust. It's the,
God dang.
two little pipes.
yeah, I don't like that.
That's from the outside. Yeah, that thing was crazy.
Heck no.
Yo,
That thing was crazy, and he had it. And that was in street. That wasn't in race mode. It spits flames in race mode. It's called Corsa.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty crazy. Yeah, I took some photos of it too.
yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't get was vertical videos, because man, I was like, I went back the next day, I was like, man, I want to put that thing as my wallpaper. I forgot to get up and down, so all I took was side to side. I was like, dang it.
That's another car I wouldn't really just get unless I'm like a billionaire.
Yeah, that's true.
Six-
Those are like $32,000 a month.
Yeah.
Like that's too much. I got to rev a. And I've been in too many cars. This is a photo shoot. You might have seen it on my highlights, but like from this all the way to this, you could check all that stuff out. That's just Wraith. One of my clients, he has a Lamborghini Urus and a Rolls Royce Wraith. He wanted to put them back to back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Orange stitching. Is that orange or yellow?
Yeah, that's orange.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
I got to like rev it and stuff.
What the stars really? No, do stars really look like that?
Yeah, stars really look like that. And at night, oh my god.
Ray, oh my goodness. Yours is loud.
Oh, and that one had that had downpipes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
That thing was moving, and it had what do you call that? Lime green interior.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
I heard those are hard to find.
Very. Well, because it's a special spec.
Yeah.
And it takes like $32,000 to get that spec.
Bro.
Imagine having that much toy money, bro.
Like, what are you doing to afford that?
There's times I don't know.
I know you ain't. I ain't gonna get into that.
I know exactly where you're going too. Yeah, but I got to shoot it. He put them back to back, bro. Back to back.
But that's how you know you made it when you got a race.
Like-
a race.
And the way. Oh, and I got to park them too, and then a week later. Not even kidding you. A week later, he brought his other one, a red one. It's the one on my wallpaper. I got to drive it. Oh, I didn't get to drive it. I got to back it up.
Alright, guys, we are driving the Lamborghini Urus right here. I'm gonna go ahead and back it up.
And the thing's weird because to put it in gear,
This thing-
you put on
this
the
thing's
paddles.
sick.
There's not like a lever. You use the paddles.
Go ahead and move it all the way back to here.
Bro, I'm not. Okay, this is a funny story though. Okay, so that was my first time like operating a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
So there's a weird sequence that they put. Like, you know how like on your car or any other car, you put it in park and it's in park. You know what I mean? Like it's not going anywhere. But you know there's an option to put it in neutral, right? On Lamborghinis, you have to put it in neutral first. So my ding dong self thought neutral was park. Bro, check out my face, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the part. So I started backing up, right? And I was like, let me put it in neutral.
Put it in neutral.
And it starts moving. I was like, oh crap. Bro. And I was like, oh, let me put it in park. I tried to act like I would, bro. I was scared, bro. Look, I started backing it up. Let me put it in park. So I go looking for it, and then I'm like, oh wait.
Put it in neutral.
Yeah, I know you're racing.
Bro, I was done, bro. And this is a video I did on it. That's the video I did on the race. Nah, but you like Gunna?
Yeah.
Look at the video I did on the back-to-back one. Dumb.
He did that, bro. He did that.
And then, too clean. That's the screen inside of it. I got the drone out. Yeah, man. I was too clean, bro. Yeah, it goes on for like a whole nother 2 minutes, bro.
So tell me this. Would you rather have a Trackhawk or DRS?
Trackhawk.
Okay.
All the way. All the way, dude. That supercharger one, bro, you can't get over that. You can't get over that. Actually, I filmed one.
Mm-hmm.
It was reflective.
Mm.
So the paint, when you look at it at night, it's like a stop sign.
Yeah.
You know how during the day it looks normal?
Yeah.
But if you put light to it, it like bounces off.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing was dumb. Let's find that picture. So start from here and go all the way down to those videos, bro. And I got to start it up and stuff. But like that's it at night. So when you put the flash on, it like reflects red. And he did the headlights in red.
No, yeah, that was my 3 dream SUVs. The Model X Tesla, the Trackhawk, and I wanted the 4x4.
The square. wait for the new one. I'm telling you, wait for the new one, because it's actually gonna be worth the money now.
Now, if I can get my hands on a 6x6.
Oh, a milli for the price tag though?
Yeah, I'll pay $1 million for that.
I mean, I would too, but I wish, but it's outdated now. Wait till they make the new one. I'm paying $1 million for that. I'll pay $2 million for that.
I'll pay.
Cause have you seen the new G-Wagon interiors?
Yeah, I have.
Dude, I've been in a few of them. Oh, they're nasty. They're nasty.
I'm just curious, like, what else is there to do after the super stocks and there's really nothing else to do unless you change.
No, but they're gonna. I bet you. I'll bet you $100 that they're gonna make a demon Trackhawk, because they can't do anything with the Challenger. They haven't made a demon Charger. They're probably gonna do something with that.
But that's the thing, when they came out with the Dodge Demon, they said after that they're shutting down the production of Demons.
Well, yeah, they're shutting down the production of high-powered V8s because it's like not worth the money. And then they came out with the super stock, and then they came out with the Daytona wide body. Did you see that thing? Mm-hmm. That thing looked pretty clean. And then I bet you, they're coming out with the Ram Hellcat.
Yeah, I seen that.
That
you watch Tall Guy?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
He just got his Aventador.
Yeah. He bought the super stock and the Trackhawk truck. I mean the Hellcat truck.
The Mr. Organic has a Trackhawk that looks like that. It like reflects like that, and his Hellcat. I don't know about his Hellcat wrap.
Yeah,
it's weird. He has that different stuff. Yeah, it's out there.
But that's what makes that him, though. You know.
No, yeah, no one can touch that.